Welcome to Computer Pile. Whether it's your latest tech, pet gear, or gaming must-haves, or more, we have you covered with honest reviews that you can trust. And if you want to find the best products, follow us now. Hello there, Amazon. It is Antoine from Computer Pile here on a Saturday, almost afternoon, but we are here with some great deals on Bluetti. You see that we are sponsored by Bluetti. We have how many is it? Can I count? 5 power stations that we're going to talk about today. But in our carousel, guys, we have other deals that are going on right now. We're going to dive into what a power station is and why it's a good idea to get one. I see Bible Man NC and Minutes of Truth is in the chat. Do we have anybody else there in the chat? Make sure you say hello. If you follow us here on Amazon, we have a nice little celebration that we do. So once again, we're going to be talking about portable power station, and we're going to work our way up from small to the big boys here. And we're going to probably try to do a couple of demos here for you while we are live today. How many people in the chat have ever heard of a portable power station? Anybody? What is a portable power station? Well, a portable power station is nothing other than a battery. There you go. Isn't that simple? Man, I just made it very simple for you. So basically, you charge up this battery, and then you use the battery. And then when you recharge it up, that's called a cycle. So what you're going to want to be looking for are the features that the unit provide and the maximum wattage of that unit. What can this unit handle? You don't want to get a unit that can't handle. It says you're having, okay. You can't, you don't want to get a unit that can't handle the weight that you're trying to put on it or the load. So as we step up here, these have different levels here, and we're going to talk about it. Now, I'm going to highlight the first one in the carousel. I hope let me see here. This will tell me. I want to do the AC2A first. Let's see. Yep, I have it highlighted. Let me put this down because I'm actually using it right now. This to charge my cell phone. My cell phone was dying on me. I'm at 37%. You can see it has this nice display on all of the units, all of them. You're going to have a nice display showing you the input and the output, a percentage of what's left, and also a time estimate. It says 5 hours. I got 37%. So at my current load, which is not much, I'm just charging a cell phone. It says it's using 6 watts of power. So it says I can charge for 5 more hours. So that's pretty good. And my battery is at 37%. So that's going to be very informative. Also, that same information can be seen if you download the mobile app and connect to the unit via Bluetooth. So now let's go over the other components here. You have your DC input. That's where you can use to charge it up. That's like your solar panel. You have your DC output, your old car cigarette lighter. You want to make sure that you can use this thing there as well. You think about portability, you think about traveling, moving it. And then also you have your AC outputs here. So this is where you plug your regular device into it and it uses it. And then right here, you see you have 3 USBs here, 2 USB-As, which I'm using one right now, and 1 USB-C 100 watt. So that is really nice. Now, I didn't give you the wattage of this unit here. You can see it right here. It's 300 watts. So 300 watts of power is what this unit will take. And look, it's only 7 point something pounds. We'll pull up the product page to give you the exact weight of it, but it's very nice. Look at it. It has this nice handle there. You can just grab it and go. At the bottom, it has these non-skid pads, so it won't be slipping all over the place. Now, I'm going to give you a 360 view here. Right here on the side is where we charge it up using the AC plug there. Then you have a grounding screw as we're coming around the back, on the side, and back to the front. So there it is. I'm going to pull up the product page and let's see what this guy is going for. It's saying $149, but let's pull it up. I'm going to pull it up here. We're going to share the screen. We'll go there. All right, that looks good. We'll add it. There we go. We actually have a cool video for that. I want to actually see if we can play it. But here it is, guys. It is showing $149. Look at that. I already showed it to you up in personal, but there it is again. It's $149 right now. I would suggest getting it with a solar panel because, you know, it's good that you charged up your portable power unit, but what happens when you use it during a power outage? You're going to want to make sure that you can charge it back up, and that's where your solar panel come in. So, all right, this says this thing is 10 pounds, but watch this. So it says it's 10 pounds. So let's take a look. See, so there's some information. Look, guys. So right here, it says 7.9 pounds. But then over here in the product weight, it says 10 pounds. So that's a misinformation there. I can tell you from lifting this up, this is not 10 pounds. This is 7 pounds. I agree. This is 7 pounds. All right. So look at there. We just gave you some information there. So it is definitely 7 pounds. It's 5 times the capacity of the previous battery that it shows there. There it is right there. Portable power anywhere. And that's, what is this? I got this. Let me turn this thing off here. This thing is popping up here. I'm going to get that thing turned off here. I go here, here. What's going on here? I'm going to manage this. I'm going to turn that off. There we go. Oh, I thought I turned it off. All right, there we go. So if I hit this refresh over here, all right, all that pink goes away. So I'm going to come back over here. All right, so there we go. So there it is, $149, guys. This is a great deal. Look at all the different ways that this guy can charge up here. You can do your AC charging, your PV charging, which is your solar panel, your AC plus PV, and then your generator or car charger. So those are really nice ways that you can charge up this unit. So there it is right there again, guys, the AC2A, 300 watts of power by Bluetti. This is great. We keep this out on our desk all the time because it's easy to access, and we grab it and go around here. Matter of fact, my son was grabbing it yesterday. All right, so now we're going to go on to our next item. Let's make sure I can. All right, there we go. Now, this was the very first one that I got. This guy right here. This is the EB3A. And I really like this guy. This guy, you can get this guy now for $239 if you are a Prime member. So I do have it highlighted in the carousel. Let me close some of these windows over here. And now let me show you this. This guy is really nice. Now this is 600 watts. So now we have doubled from the AC2A. Now this is the EB3A. This is 600 watts. So it doubled the wattage capacity. There you go. You can see the screen. I'm at 98% there. Pretty cool. Then you see your USBs here. Has 2 USB-As, 1 USB-C. Now this unit is special. It has a few other. Hey there, Noodles. Thank you for joining. Noodles, what's up? He says, sup. So this unit has a lot of features that the other ones don't. Let me cover them really quick. So you have your DC output. This is for your, as we say, the old car cigarette lighter. Then you have your 12-volt DCs right here as well, which is really nice. Then you have your USBs, which we've already talked about, 2 USB-As, 1 USB-C, 100 watt. So that handles your laptops and your newer cell phones, bigger cell phones there. Then you have 2 AC outputs totaling 600 watts right here. And then you have your AC input. This is what you use to charge up the unit, and it's covered. And then you have your DC input. This is where you charge it up using your cell solar panels. And then here we go. Here's your light. Oh, I'm going to blind you. Look at it. So there you have a light. If you push it again, it gets brighter. Push it again, it functions as a SOS there. Then you push it again, it goes off. Very convenient. When you think about portability, having all of this combined in a one unit, you won't have to reach for the flashlight. You have this here. You got 600 watts of power, really cool. So you got a lot of features here. Now, look at here, right on the top, it has a 15-watt wireless station right there. Now that's cool. Why is that cool? Because that frees up ports here. So instead of, plugging your cell phone in here or here, you just lay it on the top. If your cell phone charges wireless, which most do. I have a tablet that charges wireless. I have a cell phone that charges wireless. So guys, this is really cool. Now I'm going to give you the 360 view. Here's the front. One thing about this unit, everything is in the front. Now you see the screen goes off to save the power. You just push one of the buttons and it comes back. But now I'm just going to give you a 360 view here. Coming around the mountain here, you see holes here to vent the battery. Coming around back, there's nothing there in the back. Still coming around the mountain, here's the other side. You can see that a hole was at the bottom. Now on this side is at the top. That's what we call flow. It creates a nice flow to keep the battery cool. And then here at the bottom, as all of them have these non-skid pads, so the unit will not slide all over the place. So guys, that is the EB3A. Now, let's pull up the product page here and take a look at this guy. So here it is right here. We can see the cost is $239. $239. Now look at this, small but in charge. Yes, 268 watts per hour at 600 watts. And it gives you some use cases here of charge times, and you can check those out there. Pretty nice. Then you have 9 versatile outlets. That is really nice. So you have 9 ways to use this unit. That the more ways, the better. So take a look at all of those ways that you can use it. And then the next one, you can look at that yourself. But guys, I wanted to show you what the weight of this one is showing here. Now, I think this one is 10 pounds. Yeah, now this one's right. So this one is 10 pounds. So there you have it right there. The EB3A, my very first portable unit. I want to thank Bluetti for sponsoring that unit. Really nice. Guys, if we have any new people here, make sure you let us know that you are new. We'll like to celebrate you. Why? Because
simply the best, better than all the rest. Computer power.
All right. How you like our little jingle? I like to throw that in there every now and then. Guys, we're going to go to our next unit. Let's make sure I select it here. Okay. I think it's okie dokie. Let me see. I want to select our next unit. Let me make sure I got it here. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so I just selected our next unit. Let's see. Okay, that's not the one I wanted. Okay, so we're going to go to the next one. Let's try this one. Here we go. I got it selected in the carousel. The next one, let me move this out the way. And move this one out the way. Our next one is this guy right here. The AC50B. Now, this one is 700 watts. Can somebody put 700 in the chat? So we see that we're stepped up from the 300, 600. Now we're at 700. Now, let's see what features this guy. Now, this guy, I think he is, let's see how much the weight is. Let's go ahead and just pull him up now. We'll pull up the product page, and then we'll look at him. So let's see what the weight on this guy is. Okay, it's 14.8 pounds. But look at this here. I'll show this to you first. We'll look at the product page first here. So that's how it looks. They all look the same, don't they? You have your DC input. You have your your DC input here. Your DC your DC output there, the old car cigarette lighter, your DC input, and then over here you have your screen, you have your buttons, your USB. All of these are it's exactly the same. What you're looking for is the watts per hour and the total watts of the unit. And as you can see, this is 700 watts. So we are stepping up, as you can see here. So let's look at some of the product pictures here. It says it's short for short trips. Look at there. And it tells you how many times you can charge your cell phone, if you have a lamp, if you have a mini fridge. Make sure you know the wattage of the units that you're using. We're going to do a demo here coming up here shortly. So I hope you tune in for that. And then it said, here's 6 ports. There's your 2 700 watt AC outlets, your 2 65 watts USB-C, 1 15 watt USB-A, and 1 120 watt car port. So that is really nice. So now let me show it to you up and personal here. There it is. This will be the last unit that I'll be lifting. Anything over 15 pounds, no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, these bigger ones, we're not going to be lifting those. But let's take a look here. So here's the unit you can see. Let's cut it on. hold the button down. I'm at 85% there. And you can see right here where it says 700 watts right there. So this is where you plug your AC inputs, your AC outputs there. And then you have right here. Now the DC here is different. You have two USB-C at 65 watt and one USB-A at 15 watts. So that's a little different. And then there's your old car port there. This is where you would charge it for your solar panel. Then here on the side, this is the AC input. This is how you charge your battery up. And then there's your grounding screw. We see the holes there. Then we're going to give you a 360. There's nothing in the back, nothing on the side. And then we have our holes, our non-skid pads here at the bottom. Now, I didn't show you guys the videos. Icy is in the building. Hello there, Icy. Now, you can download the mobile app, and it will show you all of the features on the display here. And then also you can control the unit, which is really nice. Let me see if I got my phone here. My phone's right here is charging. Let me see if I can show you the mobile app. Yeah, that's really cool. Okay, I got a little bit of power now. Okay, here we go. Oh, you're probably not going to be able to see it because of the light. So there it is. It pulls up, and here's all my devices here. I have a whole bunch of them. So all these devices here, I'm going to click. There's the AC50B. Okay, I'll cut it on. Let me get my Bluetooth turned on. Okay, so I got my Bluetooth turned on. Okay. Now I'm going to click on this guy. It's trying to connect to it. So it's trying to connect to it right now. And it connected to it. There you go. Look, let me turn this light off here. Let me try this. Nope, that wasn't good. That light, you're just not going to be able to see it there. But it turned that light on, and now I'm connected to it here, and I'm going to control. Wow, man, you see, look, you see that button right here? Watch this. I am not going to push that button. I'm going to control it via the app. Watch it. Did you see it go off? Look at there. Now I'm going to turn the AC section on. Watch this. I'm playing now. I'm showing off. Look at there. Now I can control it here too. There it is. So I cut it off right there. But I also controlled it via the mobile app. Just really nice. And that's with all of the units here that we're talking about. So that's the AC50B. It is showing right now. Let's see here. We didn't talk about the price there on that guy. He is showing, what is he showing? Let's pull this page up here. You can help me find it. Let's see. So here's the 50B. All right, they're selling it with solar panel. The Prime member price. I'm on the wrong screen. That's why. Okay, so that's $4.99. Okay, there it is right there. By itself, it's $3.99. There it is. So by itself, it says $3.99. So there it is, 14 watts. So guys, there you go. You got to make a choice there. What you want to see. If you're just starting out in the arena, I'm going to put these back in reverse order. If you're just starting out in the portable power unit, I suggest start small and work your way up. This is the AC50B 700. This is the EB3A 600. This is the AC2A 300, which I'm using it right now. How much power I got on that? Okay. It's charging up my phone, boy. I hit 1%. I'm at 17 now. It's trucking up there. It's getting up there. So there it is, guys. Those are the entry level ones. We're about to get to the big boys now. Let's get to the big boys. I'm just going to jump right to the next big one here, which is the AC2L. Man, I tell you, I like this guy. He's becoming my favorite, and I'll tell you why. I'm going to highlight it in the carousel first here. I know I have it in here. There it is. All right, I'm going to pull it up. Yeah, let's just pull it up out. We'll talk about it first, and then we'll pull it up here. Let me close these windows. All right, here we go. Wow, guys, this is showing right now at $8.98. This is a steal. Woo! This is a steal. So this is right now. It's wow. So you can tell it ends in 11 hours. Over 200 plus bought in the past month. Look at the rating, 4.6 out of 5. Let's look at it here, guys. This is 248 watts per hour, and it has a capacity of 2,400 watts. Wow. And it does a power lifting up to 360 watts. 3,600 watts power lifting. Now look at this thing. This thing is really low. Look at all the ports there. You're getting 4 AC outputs, and you're getting a RV port right there beside it. And look at the display. Your display has a little bit more information. All of the outputs and inputs are covered. You can see there. Now, this guy is really powerful. Now, this is going to have some weight to it. I don't suggest lifting this by yourself. It should take 2 people to lift it. It's 61.4 pounds. So, yeah, you're going to need some help lifting this. But this will power your larger appliances like your regular size refrigerator. This is going to be paramount. And then what we talked about is if you're out of power, how do you charge it back up? You must charge it up via solar panel. So guys, start with getting your power unit and then add to it by getting a solar panel. Now, if you got money bags like that, go ahead and buy it together. Go ahead and buy the solar panel with it right now as well. Because let's look at it with the solar panel here. Wow, now this one comes with 2 solar panels. You're jamming now. Yeah, you know why 2 is important. That's the 2. You can charge it up quicker. So that, think about it. If your refrigerator is going down, you're going to want to be able to charge it up quicker to keep your food from going bad. So look, you can get 2 solar panels here for $1,499. That's not bad. But they got different options here. But just the unit by itself is $898. Now look here on the side. This is what I wanted to show you what I like about this one. This one is expandable. What does that mean? All the units we talked about, even the one we're going to talk about next, is not expandable. That means the capacity that you have with it is it. You can't increase it. With this unit, it's 2,400 watts, but you can right here on this port right here, that one in the upper right of the side here is an expandable battery. So you can expand this unit to go up and up and up, and it can use more power for you. So that means when you're out of power, it'll last longer. So really nice. So let's look at some of the use cases that they have for this guy here. So these are, there it is, 2,400 watt AC input. Those are the ways that you can charge it up. Look at there. 0 to 80% in 45 minutes. Wow. And that plug there is really interesting, guys. I looked at that plug. It plugs into a regular AC outlet, but the connector is so different. Really interesting. Here's the 11-in-1. There's your TT30 RV output powers. So look at all of these different ways there. Here's some use cases. Look at there. 2 hours on a regular fridge, guys. So that means that unit is going to last for 2 hours. So that's not really that much, but it will last. So think about getting expandable batteries to make it last longer. That's what you get out of this unit. You have expandability. You say, hey, it's 2 hours. Maybe your refrigerator is not 800 watts. So obviously, if it's a lower wattage, it'll last longer. So you got to make sure whatever load you're putting on it, it can handle it. Like, look at this microwave. This microwave, am I reading that right? 1,000 watts. Your lawnmower, 1,300 watts. So it depends on the wattage of what you're using. Did you not? Man, that's kind of interesting. A refrigerator takes less than the lawnmower there. That's pretty cool. All right, so without further ado, let's bring this guy live into the stream. Here we go right here. I got it on a roller. Let me move it a little closer. There we go. So I'm going to turn this guy on. Just hit that button there, and it comes up. I'm at 82% here. It says 99.9 hours. I don't have any holes. But, guys, you can see all the covers here. All the covers here for these right here. And then these are the USB. You have 4 USB here, 2 USB A's, and 2 USB C's. Really good. You have these handles here to grip it. Then you have your covers for your DC output. And you have a 48-volt one right there as well. And then as you saw in the picture, you have over here on the side, this is where it expands right here, guys. This is the magic. It says battery expansion. This is where you can expand this unit past its 2,400 watt capacity. There's a circuit breaker. This is your AC input. This is where you charge it. This is actually a screw cap. And then this one is your DC PV input 12 volt. And that's a screw cap as well. Now, let me see, does it have the foots at the bottom? Yep, it has the little foots at the bottom. We weren't going to lift that up. Oh, there goes Shorty. Did you guys see Shorty? Shorty, my goodness. Boy, what you doing? Shorty, what you doing, Shorty? What you doing, Shorty? You want to get down? Say hello to the group first. Can y'all say hello to the group? Say hello, Shorty Ty. You ready to walk? What? Oh, my buddy. That's my buddy. That's my buddy. I'm going to let you down. Let me see if I can put you down. Where you going to go? Okay, see you. I'll get with you in a minute. There goes Shorty. He always want to steal the show. Uh-oh. My light just went out. Why did my light go out? Uh-oh. Well, it went out. I don't know why it went out. Did it hit the power down there? Oh, there you go. It came back. Okay. There we go. I'm going to push this back. Okay. So there we go. So, guys, that one is showing 898 right now. Check it out. 2,400 watts of power. Now, there's some other units in the carousel, guys. Take a look at the carousel and click on that. Hey, we got a new follower. Oh, my. Oh, I did not see it. Here we go. Thank you for the new follow here on Amazon. We appreciate that. We are here with our sponsor, Blue Yeti, today, and we are having a ball. You saw we had a nice guest appearance by Shorty. We have a nice video with Shorty on one of the Blue Yeti products. Man, he is just too cute. But, guys, that is the AC200L. It's expandable, and that's the main reason I like it. It's 2,400 watts of power. It is on sale right now. Let me show it to you again. It is a lightning deal. Get it now Right now, you see the little ticker there. It is counting down, $898. One thing about this unit is that it's expandable and it can grow with you as your pocket grows. You can get your solar panel, you can get your expandable battery, and then you're really building a whole house solution that's going to be much cheaper for you, but you can do it in stages. That's what I like it. And remember, this thing is portable. It's 65 pounds. Get someone to use it. If you're going to move it, get somebody to move it with you. You take one handle, they take one handle, move it together. But this unit is really nice. It's becoming my favorite just because it's expandable. Now, I'm going to talk about this next unit, which is no slouch here. This next unit is the Elite 200 V2. I'm going to highlight it now in the carousel for you. And this guy is on sale right now too. Matter of fact, let's pull that up and then I'll bring in the live view here for you. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to pull it up on the screen. This is the Elite 200 V2. There it is right here. Now, I want to show you the wattage of this guy. You won't believe it. This guy is 2,600 watts of power. Now, it is more power. Now, look here. I don't know if you can see it back here. I'm going to make the screen bigger, but it is smaller than the AC200 L. It's smaller, but it has a bigger capacity. But this one is not expandable. So that's something you got to weigh. So this is 2,600 watts of power. Now, this is going to handle the larger appliances, and we're going to demonstrate one here in a minute. But this is showing at $1,099 that you can get this at right now. So really nice. Let's look at the front here. Look at this. So so all the fronts are the same. Now, these don't have the covers like the AC200L on the AC output there. You can see there, but you have 4 AC outputs. Your display looks just the same. Your DC output, those are your USBs there. And then you have your DC output. So that's very similar. So only thing different is the wattage that this thing can handle. And this is 2,600 watt as opposed to 2,400 watts of power. So now let's look at some of the use cases, then we'll show you live and we'll do our demo and get out of here. So look at here. Here's some use cases here. It says all-in-one power station. It's giving you some configurations there. Then we click here. Charge faster, drive further. Look at there. 80% charge in 1 hour. That's pretty nice. That's coming from the wall. Now, the technology on this is awesome because you can see it's smaller, but yet it packs more of a punch. Now, it has over 6,000 plus cycle. Now, we talked about what a cycle was earlier. We'll cover it again for those that just came in. A cycle is when the battery is depleted and recharged. That's considered a cycle. So this one is rated at over 6,000 plus. It has a 5-year warranty, which is most all of Bluetti devices have a 5-year warranty that lets you know, hey, these guys are in it with me. Not you buy a unit and you get a year warranty. No, you get a 5-year coverage for it. Now, also here, it's an automotive grade battery. You know, they handle a lot of pressure under heat, cold, and things like that. It has a 17-year lifespan. So you say 6,000 plus cycle, you know, you have up to 17 years to complete that cycle. And that says it lasts 12 times longer than the average. Now it's CNAS 40 certified. So that means it passed over 33 rigorous battery cell tests. So the technology here is really nice. You can see that it's very compact. It has leak protection, wear resistant. All of these are going to be what you want in battery. So you want to make sure it's the V2, guys, because that's the version 2 where the technology has been upgraded. So here it is right here. I'm going to cut it on for you. Okay, I'm at 94%. Man, I got a lot of power on my bigger units. I want to make sure that they stay powered up. And then these are all the options that you have here. Again, we're flipping those. Now, this one's about 50-something pounds. So it's even lighter than the AC 200L. But I'm not going to be lifting this guy up. I mean, I had to set it on this table, and man, that like to wore me out. I was about to delay the live because of it. You're going to want to make sure if you're not strong, you know, you got somebody helping you lift those out. But now let's go ahead and do a demo here. But before we do the demo, guys, if you're still there in the chat, put a 1 in there. I'm going to go to my little tester here. Put a 1 in the chat if you are there. Can somebody put a 1? Let me know that you're there. I want to make sure I'm not talking. I don't want to do a demo if nobody's here watching me. Okay. Let me know if you're there, and I will do the demo for you. If nobody's put a 1 in the chat, I'm not going to do the demo. Anybody there? Anybody know how to put a 1 in the chat? Say hello. Say something there. Bible Man. Noodle says yes. Anybody else? All right, we got Bible Man saying hello. It's saying I got more people in the room. Can somebody else put something in the chat so I can hurry up and go get my lunch here? Actually, I'm going to walk Shorty first. I think I'm going to walk Shorty first and then do my lunch. That means I could sit down. Oh, my son just texted me, say he got my granddaughter a Panther jersey. Poor child, starting out on the wrong track. Just kidding. All right, guys. Well, we're going to go ahead and do the demo here. I got a couple of things here. What do I got here? We're going to demo. I'm going to start with over here. We're going to go back to the smaller unit, the AC2A. Now, this is only 300 watts unit here, so it's a great start for you. I'm going to grab this huge fan here. There it go. Now, I was doing my test with a little desk fan. A little desk fan that's a joke. We got a big old fan. When the power goes out in the summer, you're going to want to have a fan, a real fan, not a desk fan. So I got this fan here. Now, let me see. You always want to read the bottom of your units or whatever to see how many wattage it is. Let me see how many wattage this guy said. Oh, this is 40 watts. We laugh at this. This is nothing. So this is 40 watts. So this is a 40 watt fan. That ain't nothing. I'm going to tell you, anything can take care of that guy. Oh, look, I already had it plugged up. So look, you cut it on, powered it up. I already have it on here. And then I'm going to cut it on. There it is. And let's see how much watts of power it's pulling. I'm going to unplug my phone. Okay, so it says it's pulling 30 watts. That's a lot. Now, the max watt was 40. So I have it on like the middle setting. I'm going to put it on the low setting. Okay, it did. So on the low setting, it's using 24. Let's pump it up. Pump it up, pump it up. So now it goes to 30. So it's spinning a little harder. Now it's at 29. Now let's put it to the max. I might get blown away here, but let's do it. Anybody want to go? Let's do it. Here we go. She's running now, boy. She's at 38. She's putting 38. Now, Blue Yeti is doing some calculation. I'm only going to be able to enjoy this heat for an hour and 30 minutes. Oh, man, that's terrible. That's because I'm only at 31%. I should have it charged up. Then these numbers will change. But I'm pulling 30. So that's no match. You know, a little fan is nothing. That's nothing. Now, let me show you this booger. Now we're getting into some trouble. This guy here is a, what do you call this guy here? I got a book here. This is a Dreo fan heater. Now, this booger pulls some power. Let me tell you, this guy, this unit can't even handle this guy. Let me see how many watts this guy is. Wow. Now, this guy is pulling 1,500 watts. Now, I'm going to show you, we're going to pull 1,500 watts on this guy. It's going to probably cry like a baby when I plug it in here. Watch this. Well, we already know it. I shouldn't even be trying it because it says it's 15 watts. This is 600 watt. Common sense tell you that's not going to work. I'm going to unplug the fan. But Blue Yeti does have safety features in here. It should be. See, it's already. Okay, no. I haven't cut it on yet. Now watch this when I cut this on. It is actually running it, but you see it shut down? Do everybody see these lights flashing? It started it. I'm going to unplug it. But Blue Yeti say, I cannot handle that. Do you guys see those red lights? Well, it can't handle it. This is 1,500 watts. Just this little guy right here, guys. You want some heat, boy. If your power goes out in the cold, it ain't going to be fun. So Blue Yeti is crying like a baby. It says, oh, no. Oh, we only 600 watts. So we're not going to try it here. I mean, no, this is 300 watts. Let me clear it. I'm going to cut it off and cut it back on. That clears it. So it said give it. So now we knew that wasn't going to work. So this is 300. This is 600. That ain't going to do it. This is 700. That ain't going to do it. What options do we have here? Well, this guy is 2,400 watts. This is 1,500 watts. That's easy. It's going to handle it. So let's try it out. We already have it on. We're going to plug it into one of these guys here. I'm going to cut the AC on, the AC section. There it is right there. Now, here's this guy. We're going to cut it on. I heard some beeping. Did anybody hear some beeping? Okay, I hear some beeping. Why do I hear some beeping here? Okay, it says the power. So it's giving me a problem over here. Okay, I don't know why. It's giving me a power problem there. Did I plug it in right? All right, let me try it again. Okay, it doesn't like that plug. Let me try a different plug. Doesn't like that plug either. Okay, let me try this unit here. That unit's beeping on me. Let's see what's going on here. Then we're going to plug it in here. Okay, the AC section. Okay, now we're going to delete that one. It was beeping over there. It's beeping over here too. So I got to check what this guy, he doesn't like those units there. He's coming on. It's on. But it's not pulling any power over here. So I got to find out what this red plug is. It's giving me, it was getting power, but we know it can handle it. So there's my live demo right there. I'm going to have to see what's going on with this unit right here. I actually tested it out earlier. It actually did work, but it's beeping now. So I got to figure out why it's beeping. But let's go do our test with our big old fan here. Let's plug our big old fan in here. There we go. We see the fan is working on our AC2L. We got it maxed up. So we're at least going to be able to get some fan power. Let's see how long that's going to last. That's pulling 42 volts there. And it says it can last. I got 82%. It says 99 hours. So I'll at least be cool for 99 hours using this guy. So I'm going to cut the AC section off. Let's put it over here and check this one out. There we go. Let's see how long we got over here. Okay, it's pulling 38 over here. I'm at 94%. It says it's going to last. Okay, here we go. It did some calculations here. Now over here, it says it's going to last 46 hours. So let me put it back over here. I'm a little interested. Oh, this one's got 94%. That's why. This one's got 94%. Let me cut it off. Yeah, I want to go back over here and see what's going on over here. Give it some time to adjust. So there we go. All right, I'm going to let that run for a second and let it do some calculations there. Because I think that number should adjust. Because right now it's still saying 99. It's still saying 99 there. All right. 82%, 99. Let me plug my phone over there too. In the USB. There we go. Plug that in there. That using some more power. Let's see, it's charging my phone. Yep, it's charging my phone there. There you go. So you can just keep adding stuff to it there. So why that's doing that? I got the book to this thing. Let's see what that red light was about here. Let's see. All right. I'm looking at the heater here. So you got to just make sure the device that you're using is capable of doing it there. This thing says it's got a battery. Is that right? What? I did not know this. All right, replacement. Is that the control? Oh, this guy must got a control. I didn't even see that. Let's see. There it is. It does. It's got a remote control in there. I didn't even know that. There we go. It was talking about a battery there. That is pretty cool. So I'm ready for the heat. So if the goes out in the winter, I'm ready. I got my little heater. As you can see, the fan's running. I'm going to cut it off. So I'm ready. So, or you can plug that in for your refrigerator. These bigger guys are going to be able to last. But the best thing to do is make sure that you get a solar panel. I can't stress that enough, is that you get a solar panel so that you can charge these up when your battery is depleted after you're using them. All right, we have one new follower today. Any questions, guys, here? We want to thank Blue Yeti for an excellent stream. They are a great sponsor, guys. Look at our carousel. Visit their store on Amazon. They have great items. You can grab them while they're on flash deal. Make sure you get them before they are gone. So, okay, I'm getting a call, of course, there. All right, I think I muted that. But guys, it has been a pleasure. Thank you for rocking out with me this evening here on Amazon as we talked about Blue Yeti products. They have been really fun. We talked about the AC2A, we talked about the EB3A, we talked about the AC50B. Now remember, this one is 300, the AC2A is 300 watts. The EB3A is 600 watts, so it doubled the capacity here. And then you have the AC50B 700 watts. And then we jumped over to the big boys. This is one I like here, the AC2L. The cool thing about this unit is expandability. This guy, you can have a battery expansion and build up on this. All of the units can be charged up via solar panel. That would be my next suggestion for you. No reason to have a portable power unit if you can't charge it up. So, get the unit first or buy it as a combo with the solar panel. That's really cool. And then we talked now this is 2,400 watts, and it's about 65 pounds. Then we talked about the Elite 200 V2. This thing has great technology. You can see it's a smaller size. And it's 2,600 watt, but no battery expansion on that one. So those are the things you got to wait with. So that's what we have for you today. And we want to thank you for joining in. And we always like to say before we leave, remember to love God and love one another.